I mean,
Boost,
yeah, I
boost
kind
your
of can't
potency.
keep it up for long.
Oh my god.
Hmm. Do you have... Uh, I have... What is your main stat?
My main stat is charisma.
Charisma. Charisma. Um, well, you see, I have this circlet that will make you more likable. It really helps you to deal with people better. You see, it it will be a +2 to charisma, but every time you finish a long rest, you have to roll a saving throw. A We'll even give you a chance here. A charisma saving throw DC 15, or you have a -6 penalty to charisma for the day until you do another long rest.
So basically, it's a +2 unless I fail a charisma save.
Right, and then it will be a -6, and you can't do a long rest immediately after. If you would fail it,
Uh,
you can't take another immediate 8-hour long rest or whatever you need.
I doubt the group would even allow that.
Yeah.
Right, right. I'm just putting that out there.
Mhm.
Um, what would be the DC for that?
15.
Oh, that's rough.
It's
How much is
rough.
it?
It is 100 gold.
Yipes.
Yeah, that's a
Cheap,
little too
cheap,
rich for
cheap.
money.
I will hold this back for you and put it away for another day.
That's nice of you.
Yeah, thanks.
I have a feeling we'll be seeing you again sometime.
Sure you will.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I think I have been here long enough. Sorsha is going to pack up and move to another town. Maybe I shall run into
Oh,
you
okay.
again someday.
Oh, alright. We'll be heading out soon, probably too, so.
It has been a pleasure doing business with you.
Yep, thanks a lot. Nice to meet you.
Um,
All right, I would say that whole encounter and walking around, you've used up about a half an hour of your hour that you
Okay.
had.
I'd like to see about getting a rapier and a and some studded leather.
Yeah, they'll give us any mundane stuff we need, they said.
Yeah, if you are looking for
We can just
anything
take that.
mundane that is not magical, uh, Brigandy Arth has uh, all kinds of stuff like that. So if you want a rapier and studded leather, it's yours.
Oh, okay, cool. Could I get a hand crossbow with it?
That is not mundane, but dark
It is
elves do
mundane.
have hand crossbows all the time. So yes, you can get a hand crossbow.
Hand crossbows are a mundane item.
Yeah, and also dark elves use them a lot.
Yeah,
So
yeah, so that
it is
wouldn't be.
quite easy to find one here.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, hand crossbow, easiest way to deliver drow poison.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so basically just add them to my sheet.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool. Could I find a place to sell some stuff?
You could probably try to haggle with any of the people in this bazaar.
Alright, I'll do that.
What are you trying to hawk?
Um, trying to get rid of a light crossbow, a spear, some normal leather armor, a dagger. I think that's about it.
In this bazaar, things like that are a dime a dozen. You could probably get a couple gold pieces for the whole lot.
Oh, that's fine by me.
So I'll say I'll roll a 1d4. You can get 3 gold pieces for the whole
Alright.
lot. All right, and when you're ready to make your way to Ship Kurth, make sure that you stop at, well, you will be stopped as you're exiting the
Imagine we have
tunnels.
to put on a mask.
Put on one of the special masks to give you the appearance of either a surface elf or a human.
I'm gonna just look like a human.
I once more look like a very, very tan wood elf.
Alrighty.
Does it hide like the ears and stuff too? Like, is it a completely disguisable mask?
Yeah, it's like disguise self mask.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll just go as a human, since they're the most common thing.
All right, you guys make your way to Ship Kurth. There are a couple guards that are standing out in front of the entranceway to the tower. They see you coming and they already know who you are, and they stand aside and open the door, and you can walk in. As soon as you walk in, you are greeted by what looks like an elf. Let's call him like a butler or a servant. He bows to you and says, "Please come in. The captain is waiting for you in his quarters." And he escorts you to these big double doors that are very ornate. And he opens them, and it opens into a large circular room that is very, very ornate. And it looks like it has very expensive furniture in it. And you see a slight, short, dark elf lean back in his chair, and he says, "Please come in. I am Beniago. I am the leader of Ship Kurth, and I would like you to have a seat. We have much to discuss." He motions for you to have a seat at the rectangular table that's next to his desk.
I'd like to take a look around the room, just to see, like, what's, like, truly around the room, kind of thing. Anything hidden or anything.
You can tell there are a few magical items in this room. There are paintings, very, very expensive-looking paintings of ships on the wall, and there's actually a whole wall of captains of Ship Kurth that are in like a row on one of the walls, and some of the painting looks very, very old. You can tell that these are all humans, and obviously Beniago is not a human. He's a dark elf, but he wears a mask himself when he goes out. You have probably gathered that Ship Kurth is no longer run by humans. Brigandiath has taken over Ship Kurth, and we pretty much run Luskan now. And our whole goal here is to create a trade route for things coming from the Underdark. And that brings your job to light. We are trying to join the Sword Coast trade. I wrote it down somewhere, I just gotta find it.
East India Trading Company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, the Sword Coast Trade Coalition. We have been voted in by every city but Neverwinter. They are going to vote on it in 3 days' time. And there is one person there who is keeping us from entering this coalition. And we must find a way to persuade him to accept us into this trade coalition. Your job is to infiltrate Neverwinter and figure out some way to persuade him to vote in our favor. If you cannot persuade him to vote in our favor, then it is going to be up to your discretion on how you handle this. His name, he is actually the president of the Sword Coast Trade Coalition, and his name, I don't know if I should do this or not. His name is Ronald Frump, and
Oh my
he is the
God.
president.
Okay.
You can handle this any way you would like. You can dispose of him, and we can put someone in his place that is under our control.
That was going to
Yep,
be my
Or
I
next
know who I'm
question.
murdering.
you can try to persuade him
That was going to be
some
my next
way.
question. Should we kill him?
I highly vote to kill him.
You know, I actually heard he wanted to build a wall around Neverwinter to keep out the other races. You know,
It is funny that you should say that, because he is an old, prejudiced human supremacist who is trying to keep all the other races out of Neverwinter.
Alright. Yeah, I think he's going to get an acid arrow in the face.
yes, he comes from old money, but pretends that he made it himself.
I want to torture him to find out all of his contacts.
Now, I need you to make sure that you handle this
Yeah, we don't want it coming back on
very
us.
carefully. If you blatantly go in and just
Can't do that.
murder
Yeah.
him,
Yeah, that won't be
our
good.
chances of getting in the coalition will be over, because they will obviously point the finger at us.
Right.
So, I need you to be vigilant and to be secretive and to try your best to just persuade him, whether you blackmail him or whether you.
Maybe we could bribe him. We got any money?
We will look into that and see if we can come up with coffers that. He has been tried to be bought before, and it has not worked in the past. So I need you to find another way
Alright.
to persuade him, if possible.
Alright. Maybe there's something he wants that we could find out.
There is one thing that I can tell you. We do have a doppelganger that we could put in his place.
Ooh.
But if you go this route, you must make sure there are no witnesses.
Right.
All right then.
You will leave in 2 days' time. We will board a ship because that is the quickest way to get to Neverwinter from here. Overland would take way too long. Let me see on the map how far Neverwinter is from Luskan. Luskan and Neverwinter have been mortal enemies for years. We are trying to remedy that because we definitely need them to get into this trade coalition so that we can make more money and become more powerful.
So the decision to let us join has to be unanimous among all the cities?
It doesn't have to be unanimous, it just has to be a majority vote. It is deadlocked, and the only
Ah,
thing that we can figure out is if we can get the president to vote us in, then we will be a shoe-in.
alright.
Have any of you ever been on a ship before?
No.
Does a raft moving very quickly down the river count?
I would say no. It does not count. It is quite a different feeling being on the open ocean as to riding down a river.
Bring the barf bags. All my characters seem to end up on ships getting sick.
We'll just have to see what happens there. Okay, in 2 days' time, you will meet on the docks and you will be boarding the Devil's Mistress. The vote will be in a fortnight.
Do we have to hide who we are on this ship, or is it one of yours?
It is one of ours, and you do not have to hide who you are on the ship. But when you do enter, if you enter Neverwinter in the daytime and out in public, you must wear a mask.
Well, okay, yeah.
But on the ship, it will be all crews from Ship Kurth. I must warn you, though, there are all different races that will be on the ship. I know being out in the open world and the surface world is a completely different thing for you, but we must learn to tolerate the other races if we want to survive in this world. And by all means, I just mean tolerate. I don't mean you have to be friendly with them, just tolerate them. Because we all know that Dark Elves are the superior race in favor.
We just happen to be vastly outnumbered, so we have to be careful.
So he lets you soak all this in for a couple minutes and then he waves you out. Please, I have much work to do. Go about your business, and we will send someone for you in 2 days' time.
Right,
That's it.
right.
Should probably do some planning. Come up with some ideas.
And the butler comes back into the room and he ushers you out and out of Ship Perth. And Cyclo will probably head to the host tower of the Arcane.
Yeah.
And what would Audrey and Kat do?
Well, we probably have time to plan while we're on the ship. I have a couple of potential ideas already. But, well, let's see. I got everything I needed to get at the shop. I don't want to spend any more time out here in the sunlight than I have to, so I'll probably head back down into the Undercity.
Yeah, same.
Okay, Encyclo, your spell book. Is there anything special that I would have to do? Like, should you roll anything?
Nope.
Or is it just
It's
it
just time
just
and
ta-
gold.
just time and money.
Yeah.
gotcha? All right, cool, cool, cool. You enter back into the host tower and they recognize you and you know how everything works. So you go back to your little table and you start into your work again. And honestly, guys, I'm basically going to, on the next session, we're going to jump into the ship and you're going to meet the crew and you're going to take off. And I don't really want to do that
Yeah.
without the whole group.
Yeah, I understand that.
And as it is right now, it will only take a couple of minutes to explain to the other party members what transpired,
Mm-hmm.
and they'll know what the job is, and you guys can actually discuss it uh, through Discord if you want. You can do it through voice here if you want. No big deal, but other than that, I really don't have anything else that I can do. So,
So
you guys have anything? Any questions? Any?
I
Hate
have
to
a.
have such a short session, but
No, but if I
Mhm.
could, I would also try and see if I could get from the host tower, if I could copy down water breathing.
Yeah, that might come in handy.
that would probably. Uh, is that something that is not
It's
something you go
it's
ahead?
not a spell I have, and it would take me another level up to even possibly able to get it. But since there's a whole bunch of wizards in here, one of them is probably bound to have water breathing in their spell book, and I could just copy it from them.
You know what? Sure, there is a wizard in here that does have that spell, but let's do a little rolling. You notice an older wizard who looks rather grizzled. He's got a very long gray beard. It's not white. It's gray. His hair looks very disheveled and kind of standing up all over the place, and he's kind of talking to himself a little bit. But you heard him mutter, water breathing. Hey, do I even have this? I don't go on the water anymore. Why do I even have this in my freaking spellbook anymore?
Oh, you have water breathing?
Take it off your hands.
Excuse me, what did you say to me?
You have the spell water breathing.
Of course I have the spell water breathing. You didn't hear me say I had water breathing.
Well, I'm gonna be traveling by ship soon, and I'm thinking I should probably prepare that just in case. Willing to pay to copy it from your book if you would not mind.
Well, what do you need water breathing for when you can just fly? You fly, don't you? Anyone has fly.
Yes, but the rest of my party wouldn't have fly, and so they might need breathing underwater.
I understand. Now, roll me a. Let's see. Roll me a persuasion check.
Joke's on you, I'm proficient in those.
Oh!
Whoa!
I could let you copy this down since I don't even want it anyway.
Thank you.
Be quick about it, please. I have things to do.
Yeah, well, unfortunately for him, let's see, water breathing. Yeah, that's a transmutation spell, and I am not a transmutation wizard. So that's gonna take 6 hours. Because it's a 3rd level spell.
My God, what? I suppose I could go take a nap or something, I guess. You caught me on a good day, let's just say that.
Right. Enjoy your rest then.
All right. And he kind of doesn't storm out of the library. He kind of limps out of the library. He's a rather old fella, but and a little quirky and probably a little senile. But yeah, you persuaded him to let you do that.
Fun. That would take up the whole rest of the 2nd day before we leave.
Alrighty then.
I've
So
personally already subtracted the gold for both completing the spell book and copying this spell, so don't need to worry.
all right, very good. All right, guys, thank you very much.
I guess I
that
should
will-
also say that the spell book just looks real nice, by the way. It's got gold trimming, black leather pages or cover. It's real nice.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right, Papa, I need a word with you.
Oh God, what the hell did I do this time?
Why aren't we level 23 already?
All right. Well,
What?
thanks a lot,
It's actually
guys,
going
for
to do
showing up.
over leveling? It's going to do prestige?
I mean, why not prestigious one?
Alrighty. So, do we need to jump into the other chat channel?
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright.
Unless
could
these
just
guys are
leave.
leaving.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm leaving.
All
All
right.
right, that's cool. Thanks, guys.
Small session, that's fun.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya.
See you later, Mike.
Later.